Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
What if I told you that one of the deadliest terrorist groups in Africa claims to act in the name of religion, yet their actions contradict everything that religion stands for? Why does Boko Haram kill in the name of Islam? And more importantly, why does it seem like many Muslims are silent? This is a sensitive conversation, but it's one we must have. Boko Haram presents itself as an Islamic movement. Their name is often translated as Western education is forbidden. But here's the reality. Their ideology is not mainstream Islam. It is a radical extremist distortion. They justify violence using selective interpretations of religious texts, taken out of context, manipulated and weaponized. Boko Haram kills for three primary reasons. 1. Control through fear. Violence is their tool to dominate communities and silence opposition. 2. Ideological indoctrination. They brainwash recruits, especially vulnerable youth, into believing violence is justified. 3. Power and relevance. Terrorism keeps them visible, feared, and influential. Religion, in this case, is not the root cause. It is the excuse. Now, let's address the uncomfortable question. Why does it appear that many Muslims are not speaking out? The truth is more complex than it seems. First, many Muslims do condemn Boko Haram, but their voices don't always get media attention. Second, fear is real. Speaking out in regions affected by terrorism can put lives at risk. Third, there's a dangerous assumption at play, that Muslims must constantly prove they are against terrorism. However, silence, whether out of fear, fatigue, or marginalization, can sometimes be misunderstood as indifference. And that misunderstanding fuels division. This is where strong, collective action becomes critical. Nigerian Muslims, leaders, scholars, youth, and communities have a powerful role to play. Here's what can make a difference. Loud, unified condemnation. Not just quiet disapproval, but visible, consistent, public rejection of extremist ideology. Community education, mosques, schools, and community centers must actively teach the difference between true religious teachings and extremist distortions. Counter-narratives. Use media, social platforms, and public discourse to dismantle Boko Haram's false claims. Youth engagement. Young people are the primary targets for recruitment. They must be empowered with knowledge, opportunity, and critical thinking. Collaboration with authorities. Communities must work with security agencies to identify and prevent radicalization early. This is not just a religious responsibility, it is a national responsibility. Boko Haram represents violence, manipulation, and destruction. But defeating them requires more than military force. It requires voices, strong, united, and fearless. Because when good people stay silent, extremism grows louder. So the real question is not just, why does Boko Haram kill? But also, what are we all doing to stop them? If you believe in truth, justice, and humanity, this conversation must continue. Like, share, and subscribe for more deep, honest discussions.